Okay, people, as I promised, I will give you a tricky case of cardiology, a tricky case of fetal cardiology. I'm nervous about everything, but okay. At that time, when I made that question, I had one special case in mind, which I will make a comparison among DTGA, CCTGA, DORF, and TOF. But after that, I received another case, more interesting, trickier than the first one, so I present this case. It's a surprise, okay? Try to follow my thoughts and let's see if you can make the diagnosis, okay? First, oh my god, where's the thing? Next one. Okay, this is a four-chamber view, normal four-chamber view with normal atrial septum here and okay, normal four-chamber view, okay, and here is the schematic drawing showing the interatrial septum, okay, this is foramen valley, this is septum secundum, this is the flap of foramen valley, and this is the primum part of interatrial septum. This is in green, is the primum septum. Okay, if you want to understand the embryology, you can follow some videos and even books. Okay, and this is normal coronary sinus. Okay, here you can see the entire roof and the entire coronary sinus in normal size. Here again, sometimes you cannot see the entire roof, but you can see this is normal, this is the same, okay, but in another plane, even you can see here, you cannot see here this. Again, normal coronary sinus, normal four-chamber view. Sometimes you don't have a good window, but you can see this is normal, okay? Here again, and here with color Doppler you can see even the flow through the coronary sinus, okay, normal size as well. This is normal. I can even measure and you can see this is normal. And I like a lot this paper because we can have the table to see if this is a normal coronary sinus or not, even in systolic and diastolic diameter. Okay, and now this is not normal, but what is this? My first impression, I was in doubt, and I saw, this is very interesting because at 24 weeks gestation age, I saw the right side bigger than left side, and this is not totally normal at this age. And I thought, okay, with that previous image, I could thought about persistent left superior vena cava, because this hint. And this is normal foramen valley with flow from right to left side, okay, in this direction, and the integrity of the septum. This is the flow through coronary sinus in this direction from left to right side, a little bit increased as you see in the previous image. This is again the coronary sinus enlarged. And this is, you can see the persistent left superior vena cava, and okay, the diagnosis is done. And here you can see the persistent left superior vena cava entering into the coronary sinus. And here you can confirm, because we have the four vessel in 3 vessel view. Okay, this is easy. Okay, and this is very important. Don't confuse persistent left superior vena cava with left atrium with closed mitral valve, because sometimes when you get this image, here you have 3 vessel view, and this is left atrium with open mitral valve, and this is the 3 vessel view and left atrium with closed mitral valve. You can confuse with that fourth vessel, okay? And here you can make a comparison. This is persistent left superior vena cava, and this is normal, but with this image, which you can confuse, okay? And again, just to be sure, I had increased right side and enlarged coronary sinus to be sure about persistent left superior vena cava. Okay. And why you can explain these right chambers bigger than right chambers bigger than left chambers? We have some equations. I cannot understand this is too complicated, but you can even understand by this schematic drawing. Here you have a normal heart with just one superior vena cava. Normally you have the left brachiocephalic vein, and this flow go to the heart, right side. And when you have a persistent left superior vena cava, you can have another door to the heart, and you have superior vena cava and persistent left superior vena cava, and most of cases you don't have the left brachiocephalic vein, and you cannot understand these equations, but you have I understand like this is a kind of funnel, just the blood come to heart in just one door, and here you have 2 doors, and you have more pressure, more blood, more volume, and make the right chambers bigger than the normal heart, like this one, okay? And this case, this is very tricky. When I get this image, I was in doubt, and I changed the preset, and I even increased my dropout, and I was in doubt. I'm not sure about the diagnosis, but let's see. This is a real life. This is what happens every day when you get some images like this. Not easy for chamber view, okay? But it's normal. I got the mitral valve and tricuspid valve open, and the integrity of septum is here, and don't remember about that. But to be sure, let's see the color Doppler, and you see here, this is the normal left chambers, and this is the normal right chambers. This is the flow through foramen valley in these directions from right to left side. And here you can see again the flow through foramen valley, and here you cannot see the flow, but you know there is coronary sinus, normal heart. And here again with color Doppler you can see the flow. The direction is very important to understand other pathologies. And here again, normal heart. This is look at this dropout. It looks like a VSD, but it's not VSD. This is normal heart, and because of that, fetal cardiology is very, very tricky. Don't think that it's easy, because it's difficult even for me. I have almost 400 babies I reached this number in January, and I'm still in doubt. And please be humble to make a fetal echo. Okay, this is normal. Oh, look, even here you can see the flow through coronary sinus, but this is normal. And again, the flow here through coronary sinus, normal coronary sinus. And here again, this is the flow through foramen valley. And I did even the 4D to be sure, because this is just a picture, but I did the video and I could see the valves open and close, not just AVSD, because when you have AVSD, you have just one valve open, and here I can see two valves and with the integrity of septum. Okay? And this one. I got this image now, yesterday, at 28 weeks gestation, so I got this image, and I saw this baby at 20 weeks as well, when I was in doubt. And yesterday, I was sure about the diagnosis. But yesterday, I saw this image and this gap. When I saw this gap at 20 weeks, I had three diagnoses in mind. First, persistent left superior vena cava, drainage to coronary sinus. Second, persistent left superior vena cava, drainage to coronary sinus, unroofed coronary sinus. And third, septum primum, ASD. So I got this image. This image is from 20 weeks. And I saw the left side bigger than the right side. And I thought, okay, if I have persistent left superior vena cava, I cannot have the right side bigger than left side. So I exclude that diagnosis. Persistent left superior vena cava drainage to coronary sinus, roofed coronary sinus. And I had just two options. Because to increase the left chambers, you will see, you can have persistent left superior vena cava, but if you don't have the roof, because the blood will stay in this side, not to another side. And even septum primum ASD, which you have the flow through right to left side. So I got a normal arch arch. I was performing the arch arch in all my 4,000 babies. I perform my arch arch, and I believe that it's very, very useful to perform arch arch. Okay, why? Because sometimes I cannot see the left brachycephalic vein in that plane. And I saw one paper that measure all left brachycephalic veins, and not always you can see in that plane using the three vessel view or even the V sign. And I couldn't see. I got it yesterday. I could not see my left brachycephalic vein in that plane, but I could see in this plane, in this aortic arch plane. Not exactly the aortic arch, but you can see normal left brachycephalic vein. And maybe I could exclude the left superior vena cava, persistent left superior vena cava, because most of case, when you have persistent left superior vena cava, you will not have the left brachycephalic vein, but not always. So I'm not sure about the diagnosis. And not just the left side. This is the image from 20 weeks as well. At 20 weeks as well, 20 weeks gestation age, I got not just the left chambers bigger than right chambers, but even the aorta. Aorta was bigger than pulmonary artery. This is not normal. This is looks like pink fallow. Do you know pink fallow? But it's not a TOF. It's a normal heart, just with that gap at atrial septum. And I thought again, okay, this is not right, because look, normally the MPA is bigger than aorta, and I needed the Z-score, and the aorta is a little bit bigger, and the Z-score is 0.32, and not slight smaller, but I couldn't, yes, I didn't have the Z-score of aorta, but I conclude that aorta was bigger than MPA, because when you have just numbers, you cannot infer the Z-score, okay? But this was a hint. This was the hint to be sure about, to avoid some diagnosis and to think about another diagnosis, okay? And here, this image is from yesterday at 28 weeks. At 28 weeks, I got this image to be sure, okay? And no, this is from 20 weeks. But at 20 weeks, you can see even the left chamber is bigger than right chambers with that disproportion. And here you can see the coronary sinus, and here you can see the gap. This is a septum premium ASD, okay? And yesterday I got this image because the book, I love that book, okay? I love Rabbi Shiley as well. It's probably the ways. Even my voice is not normal. But okay, here I could see, come back. This image I got at 20 weeks, and you even can see the the left chambers bigger than right chambers, and you can see the coronary sinus, normal coronary sinus, and this gap that is septum premium ASD. And yesterday, at 28 weeks gestation, I didn't have anymore that disproportion, because at 28 weeks, normally you will have the right chambers a little bit bigger than left chambers. But because I had at 20 weeks the left chambers bigger than right chambers, this compensates during the development of the heart. And this is very interesting, just to be sure where we are. This is just atrius, but this is for chamber view. You can see this is the right side, and this is the left side, and I got this image. What is this? This is the flow from left to right atrium through the coronary sinus in this direction, and the flow in blue from right to left side through the septum primum ASD. Okay? And of course I got the 3-vessel view, and I could not see that 4th vessel, and this is normal, just to be sure about the septum primum ASD. And just to make a comparison, you can see this case was the previous one, persistent left superior vena cava, and this is the last one, septum primum ASD. Look, it's tricky. Believe in me. Pay attention. Okay? Thank you.